Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night.
Right then guys, just got on the toboggan. We're going tobogganning, heading up this massive hill, which I'll take a photo of and put as an overlay. I've already been on it the first time and I didn't record because I thought it would go really quickly, but it wasn't actually as quick as I thought. But it is extremely hot today. Like, there are a bunch of sharp turns. I don't know whether you can see them. But yeah, I think you should be able to. But yeah, and for those of you who haven't been, it's okay. It's not as fast as and as enjoyable as I thought. But there's this lever. It's just you push it forward to go, in the middle to brake, and pull it all the way back to stop. Just as a bit of a toboggan info guide, whatever you want to call it. So heading up the hill, and I'll see you guys when I'm at the top of the hill. Hey guys, just reached the top of the hill. We're about to head down in 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Two hours later.
Yeah, live action remake of cartoon, yeah. Right then guys, just reached the gym. There's no cycling segment for today's video because I was dropped off in the car by my dad because I seem to have lost my bike's chains keys. So, anywho, today we've got chest, biceps, and abs. Yeah, I'll see you guys inside for warm-up sets for bench press. And I'll also be talking about my chest routine and how I program chest training to increase strength and get a bigger chest. See you in there. Right then guys, just finished warming up for bench press for the stretches and like the chest press and the pull downs. Now I'll set you up for the first, as in the actual warm-up sets for bench press. So see you in those videos. I'll see if I can vlog this one if possible. Right then, warm-up sets all done, and then now I'm going to hit 65 kilo for 3 sets of 5 reps of paused bench press. So I'll record 1 or 2 of the working sets and I'll voice over them. So see you then. Right then guys, welcome to the workout voiceover section where, as you've seen in the title, I'm going to be going over exactly how you can program your chest training for maximum muscle growth and enjoyment. So you're not doing some stupid exercise like the plate press or some single arm cuff pec deck
Look at this dude
lying on the floor, whatever cable bullshit. But anyway, the first step we need to work out is what exercises should you be doing in chest training. So there are 2 exercises I would consider compulsory, no matter your skill level or training experience. First of all being either a flat press or a flat fly. And this is going to target the lower and middle chest. And the second exercise is either an incline press or an incline fly. And this is going to target more of the upper chest. Now for these, I do a flat barbell bench press and an incline plate loaded machine press, respectively. And I do them in that order. Now, the
Look
order
at
of
this
these
dude.
is important. If you're focusing on purely aesthetics, so trying to look as good as possible, I would recommend starting with the incline press because the upper chest is generally more important for aesthetics. And then I would proceed to the flat press. But if you're focusing more on strength gains, or if you find the flat press more enjoyable, I recommend starting with the flat press, which is what I'm doing. So I'm trying to build up my bench. And then go on to the incline press later on. And if you would like, you can also add in like a bit of an enjoyable movement at the end. For example, I do weighted dips because it helps my bench press, and I find it to be quite an enjoyable movement for me to just get stronger on a calisthenics move. Those are the exercises that you should be doing. And don't overcomplicate it if you're a beginner, especially with all this scientific crap you see online of descending resistance profile, ascending resistance profile, range of motion, feeling the stretch, mind muscle connection, cable cuffed,
Bruh. Look at this
freaking
dude.
foam roller, whatever thing. Don't overcomplicate your training. Keep it simple because consistency is the number one thing that will drive growth. Now, the second step for chest programming is frequency. How many times a week should you be doing chest training? Now, most science-based lifters would recommend twice a week. But as I've already said in this video, we're no science-based lifters. We're just trying to get big as hell. And so what I would recommend is that if you're following a specific program, to train it 2 to 3 times a week, depending on how quick you recover. And if you're not following as strict of a program, then I recommend just training chest as soon as it recovers. So say you train chest Monday, Tuesday it's sore, and then Wednesday it's a little bit sore, and then Thursday you feel good as new. Then go and train it Thursday. And then Friday it feels a bit sore, but Thursday's workout wasn't as great, so by Saturday you're ready. Go and train chest again. Now this doesn't mean neglect the other muscles, but all I mean is try and train muscles as frequently as possible, considering they're recovered, which is just a tip for overall training. So now that's covered, you should know the exercises you're doing for chest and how many times a week, on average, you should be training. The third thing is how many sets and how many reps should you be doing. So with sets, for purely aesthetics, so to look as good as possible through training, I recommend doing 2 sets in anywhere from 5 to 12 reps, depending on what exercise it is. For example, some people find higher reps works better when doing a fly movement because they like feeling a mind muscle connection. So you can do that. But then some people, when they're doing a heavy incline press, they really like going low reps. So you can hit some 5 rep sets. Now, like me, if you are training for a bit of strength gains as well, this can vary for the bench press. Like sometimes I will do 3 rep sets for the bench press just because I'm training for strength as well. So that might have just sounded a bit messed up and confusing, but just to summarize, if you're training for aesthetics, 5 to 12 reps, anywhere in between. If you're training for strength, for your strength-based movements, I recommend going lower reps and varying it depending on the variation. So if you're doing paused bench, maybe you do higher reps. If you're doing competition style bench, maybe you do lower reps. And if you're a beginner watching this video, just to not overcomplicate it, just follow 6 to 10 rep range of 2 sets for every exercise. So with that out of the way, you should now know what exercises, how many sets and reps you're doing, as well as the frequency at which you should be training your chest. And those are easily the 3 most important factors. And so that is all you will need to build a big chest. When you become more advanced, then you can start looking into more sciencey stuff like resistance profiles if you feel like it. But right now, that's not important. What matters is following those 3 things I've outlined and training consistently over a long period of time. And also try and make the exercises enjoyable, because the number one most important thing in the gym is how consistent you're being. If you're not consistent, you're not going to make progress. You're not going to want to go in and train hard. So even if it means that exercises are technically less optimal, I recommend that you still do them if you enjoy them more and you feel you can be more consistent. So just to summarize, for the exercises to do, you should be doing a flat press or fly and an incline press or fly. And then you can also add in another movement for fun. For the number of sets, for aesthetics, or if you're a beginner, just do 1 to 2 hard sets in anywhere from 5 to 12 reps. And if you're training for strength, then you can vary the rep ranges based on the movement. Strength programming is a bit more complicated, so I'm not going to go into that in this video. But you can just do some lower rep work and mixed in with higher rep work. And finally, training frequency. You should be training at least twice per week for chest. And this can go up to 3 or 4 times a week, depending on how quick you recover. So that's a simple guide on exactly how you can train your chest. I hope you all enjoyed this video and got something from it. And I'll see you guys on the bike ride home. See you then. Right then guys, just finished up the workout. Since my dad was taking, as in like his badminton finishes a bit later, so I did some kickboxing and went on like the assault bike thing for a minute. So yeah, it's just for a bit of cardio. And as you saw, I also trained side delts because you can never be too wide. And side delts are just a muscle that recover incredibly quickly, so you can train them really frequently. You can train them 2 times a week minimum, up to, I would say, even 4 or 5 times a week, depending on your volume and intensity, and you know how fast you recover. Just a bit out of breath from assault bike. So that's gonna wrap up the video. I'm about to head home. My dad should be here soon. Thank you all for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, which is probably going to be quads and delts with a park run 5k in the morning, but we'll see. See you guys tomorrow.